You're standing in line, and the person behind you takes one step too many. They're not touching you, they haven't said a word, but your whole body knows. Your shoulders tighten, you lean forward, something in you goes on quiet alert. They've crossed a line, an actual line drawn around your body that you can't see and never agreed to. And your brain defends it automatically before you've thought a single thing. So here's the first strange truth. That invisible line isn't a feeling or a social habit. It's a real thing your brain builds and tracks, and scientists have a name for it: your peripersonal space. Deep in your brain sit special neurons whose only job is to map the zone immediately around your body, the reachable space, the space where things can actually touch you or harm you. These neurons fire when something enters that near zone and stay quiet when it's further away. In other words, your brain draws a bubble around you, made not of air, but of neural activity, a living map of near me versus not near me. And this bubble is tied directly to your brain's alarm system. Brain scans show that as a stranger moves closer to you, your amygdala, the same ancient threat detector we keep meeting, fires harder and harder, climbing steadily right up to the point of real discomfort. The closer they get, the louder the alarm. So when your body tenses, it's not you being awkward. It's a boundary made of neurons being crossed, and an alarm wired to that boundary going off. Which raises the real question: why would your body sound an alarm over someone who isn't even touching you? To understand why you'd have such a thing, picture life for any animal that has ever been prey. Danger doesn't announce itself politely. A threat can close the final distance to your body in a fraction of a second, and by the time it's actually touching you, it's already too late to react. So the brain evolved a clever solution. Don't wait for contact. Draw an early warning zone around the body and treat anything crossing into it as a potential problem to prepare for now, while there's still time. That's your peripersonal space. It's essentially a safety buffer, a margin around you that gives your body a head start. When something enters it, your brain quietly begins to ready your defenses. Muscles tense a little, posture shifts, attention sharpens, all of it preparing you to flinch, block, or pull away if you need to. Most of the time, you don't need to, and the alarm fades. But the preparation happens regardless, automatically, every single time. This same bubble exists all across the animal kingdom, in fish, in insects, in birds, in mammals. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book of staying alive. Not a wall at your skin, but a warning line held out around you so that nothing dangerous ever reaches your body without your brain getting a moment's notice first. Here's what makes this bubble genuinely fascinating. It isn't a fixed size. It's constantly resizing itself based on where you are, who you're with, and even what you're holding. Think about a packed subway car. Strangers are pressed right up against you, well inside the space that would horrify you in an empty room. And somehow, you tolerate it. That's because your brain temporarily shrinks the bubble to fit the situation. It knows this crowding is unavoidable and not a real threat, so it turns down the alarm. Step out onto an empty platform and the bubble expands again. Now, if a stranger stands right next to you in all that open space, it feels deeply wrong, because there's no reason for them to be that close. Same distance, completely different alarm, because context rewrote the boundary. And it gets stranger. When you pick up a tool, say a stick, or even while driving a car, your brain can extend your peripersonal space to include it, as if the tool becomes part of your body. Your bubble grows to the end of the stick. This is why a good driver can feel the edges of their car and flinch when another vehicle gets too close to the bumper, as though it were their own skin. The boundary of you, it turns out, is not your skin at all. It's a flexible, redrawable line, and your brain is redrawing it, moment to moment, all day long. Now, if all of this is really run by the amygdala, that little alarm structure, then there's an obvious question. What happens to someone whose amygdala is damaged? And remarkably, we know the answer, because such a case exists. And it's one of the most striking findings in this whole field. Researchers studied a patient with rare, complete damage to the amygdala on both sides of her brain. Everything else about her was normal, but her sense of personal space was simply gone. When experimenters stood right up against her, nose to nose, a distance that would make almost anyone deeply uncomfortable, she felt nothing wrong at all. No alarm, no urge to back away, no discomfort. Even more telling, she understood intellectually that other people didn't like being that close. She knew the rule, but she couldn't feel it. The bodily alarm that generates that gut level "too close" simply never fired because the structure that fires it was gone. That single case proves something profound. Your discomfort at closeness isn't just learned manners or a vague preference. It's a specific signal, produced by a specific piece of brain tissue. Take that tissue away, and the invisible bubble that everyone else lives inside every day of their lives quietly vanishes, as if it had never been there. So what is that tension exactly when it grips you? Look closely and you'll notice it isn't quite fear, and it isn't quite anger. It's a readiness. Your body isn't fully fighting or fully fleeing, it's bracing. Muscles subtly tighten. Your breathing may go shallow. You might go a little still, a little rigid, holding your position while you monitor the intruder. And if that particular flavor of stillness under threat sounds familiar, it should. It's a close cousin of the freeze response, the body's oldest defensive setting. Some scientists think the whole peripersonal system is deeply tied to freezing. When your safety bubble is breached, but the situation isn't a clear enough emergency to justify running or fighting, your body settles into this tense, watchful, half-frozen state instead. Ready, but waiting. It's the same reason your shoulders climb toward your ears when someone hovers over your desk, or why you go stiff when a stranger sits right beside you on an empty bus. Your body has quietly shifted into defensive mode over a threat that, consciously, you know isn't real. That's the strange gift and burden of this system. It doesn't wait for proof. It prepares first and lets you reason later, which keeps you safe from real dangers and mildly uncomfortable around a great many harmless ones. But here's the beautiful flip side, and it's where this gets human. Your bubble doesn't treat everyone the same. For people you trust and love, your brain willingly shrinks the boundary down to almost nothing. Think about it. The same closeness that feels alarming from a stranger feels wonderful from someone you love. A partner's head on your shoulder, a child crawling into your lap, a friend's arm around you. That's not a different distance. It's the same physical closeness running through the same system. But your brain has marked this person as safe, so the alarm never fires. In fact, letting someone inside your personal space is one of the most honest signals of trust your body can give. You can't fully fake it. If part of you still reads someone as a threat, your body stays subtly tense no matter how much you smile. This is why growing close to someone is so often physical, why comfort with a new partner shows up as the moment your body finally relaxes when they're near. You didn't decide to trust them with your conscious mind first. Your bubble decided by quietly letting them in. The invisible line around you isn't just a wall against danger, it's also a gate, and who your brain lets through it without you saying a word is one of the truest maps of who you actually feel safe with. So the next time someone stands too close, in a line, an elevator, a conversation that keeps creeping nearer, and you feel that tightening, that lean away, that quiet urge to reclaim your space, you'll know exactly what it is. It's not rudeness, and it's not you being difficult. It's a boundary made of neurons, drawn around your body since before you were born, being crossed. And an ancient alarm, wired to protect the space where things can actually reach you, doing precisely its job. Your body sounded a warning about someone who wasn't even touching you, because for millions of years, the margin around your body was the difference between reacting in time and reacting too late. Now, one important gentle note. The size of this bubble varies enormously from person to person, and that variation is real and valid. If you need more space than most, if crowds feel especially hard, if closeness feels especially threatening, that is not you being cold, antisocial, or too much. For many people, including those with anxiety or autism or a history of trauma, the brain quite reasonably holds a larger safety zone, often for good reasons rooted in their own experience. There's no correct size for your bubble. Culture shapes it, history shapes it, your own nervous system shapes it. But whatever size yours is, it's yours. An invisible line that has been quietly keeping you safe your entire life, drawn by a brain that decided long ago that the edge of you was worth defending. Here's the thread running through all of this. Other people are constantly reaching into your body and rearranging it, long before your conscious mind agrees. A pair of eyes tightens your chest, your name turns your head, and someone stepping too close braces your whole body for a threat that never comes. There's more. The way you flinch before you even know what moved. The strange certainty that someone is watching you right now. This was just one of them. Subscribe, and every week we'll decode another way that other people move through you without ever asking. See you there, somebody.